Hey everyone, it's Ian Producer here. Another Everyday with Ian. Um, so as many of you know, Warped Tour is happening right now. The tour is going around throughout the entire United States and some countries um, out of state. So what this video is here for you is essentially a bit of a guide for first timers and what you need to know through not only the Warped Tour website, but also through my personal experiences. I've been to 3 Warped Tours and I've enjoyed each and every one of them. First, I'm going to put the phone right here. So I have both use of my hands. Both my hands, you'll see my manga right there. Is that going to work? No. Here. I'll just put it right up here. So I can use both my hands for this. Making my computer, my computer. There we go. Alright, so first tips and little survival things from the Warped Tour website. And they start with before the show. If you guys haven't gotten your Warped Tour tickets yet, before your respective city or state, and you're wondering where do I get the tickets, it's very simple. It says right here, tickets are available through your local tour date page, where you'll also find info about the bands playing at your stop, transportation info, and more. You get them at Ticketmaster.com, or also available in person at Ticketmaster outlets at over 3,200 Walmart locations. If they don't have one, then I'm sorry. As well as like Simon Malls, Kroger's, Giant Eagles, and other retail locations. There's actually a retail locator you can do. Now, this is a very smart thing. If you have a printer at home and you're buying your tickets at home, opt for the print at home option. You can print your tickets out. It's free. You don't spend any other money on mailing, on shipping fees, on handling. You just print your tickets at home. But if you don't have a printer and you need it mailed, be sure to do it ahead of time. Mail home tickets are often mailed out 3 to 6 weeks before your tour stop, but they can be delivered up to 1 week before your show. That's usually the most expensive one. It varies by market, and for specific questions on your order, contact the customer service department of your show's ticketing company and stuff. A lot of people also are last minuters. They do things at the last minute. So, can you buy tickets at the box office on the day of the show? Yes, you can actually. They're generally available at the day of the show at the venue box office. Be sure to check the site and your date page to check on the ticket availability and pricing, because they do tend to sell out. Also, for minors, anyone under the age of 18, you can bring your parents in for free. Because if you have those worried parents who worry about you and want to make sure you're safe and sound, because even though it's Warped Tour, crappy stuff still happens. There's still some perverts, there are still some slime balls and some scumbags. So, Warped offers one complimentary parent admission to accompany a minor that has purchased a ticket to the 2015 Warped Tour show. It can be picked up at the Yellow Top Band's Warped Tour guest list tent, the Yellow Top one. Remember that. It's located near the front of the entrance, and it's non-transferable, and the patron must show proof, like your actual ticket, receipt, or electronic order confirmation at the tent. And it's limited to one complimentary ticket only. So I guess one parent can only accompany you, or you get a ticket, unless the other parent wants to spend more money on the ticket, which I doubt they do that. But also note, guardians accompanying minors to the show must be legal guardians over the age of 28. So you can't just bring your older friend who, for whatever reason, and that's, yeah. And a lot of people always wonder, where do I find out what bands are playing at my local show? The lineup for Warped Tour varies per each stop, so you always gotta check your local date page on the actual website, and they'll show which bands are actually playing on there. Here's an important one. A lot of people tend to wonder about this. What time does the show start and end? Doors on Warp usually open at 11 a.m. and mostly close down around by 9 p.m. But you still check the website for any information because they may vary state to state. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, want to get in early? Avoid a long general admission line and do some good. Oh wait, this is about charity. Well, still, feed our children now. Accepts donations to 3 canned foods, $5 donation, or use cell phone to feed hungry children in each city and fund their youth empowerment program. This is just charity, so. No. Okay, what can you bring to the show? And I will incorporate a little of my own personal experience to this. You can bring a small, lightweight backpack, like a very small one that people usually wear to school. Or I usually have, here, let me show you. I'll be back. Like a sports bag like this. It's much more lighter, a little bit more secure because when you're wearing this, you're the only one who can really open it. So that's what I like to bring. And I know a lot of people like to single out people who bring backpacks, and there's a bit of a stigmatism towards it. Don't worry about it. You know, if you want to get free stuff and you want to enjoy yourself and you have all the free stuff and memories in your backpack, don't worry about it. They're the ones who didn't bring a backpack. They're the ones who have to carry their stuff around them. They're the ones miserable. They're just jealous of your backpack. Anyway, sunscreen. Please, for the love of God, bring sunscreen. Warped Tour is usually during the summer. Even if your city or state is cloudy, overcast, or has nice chill weather, but the sun is still out, bring sunscreen. You will get sunburnt, and that's not fun. I've had multiple farmers' tans, or not even tans, burns, and it sucks. Bring sunscreen, apply it before you go, apply it during the tour, and apply it afterwards. Snacks, yeah. Little snacks, maybe Cliff Bars, little breakfast bars, anything you can bring that will not only just keep your energy up, but also keep you nourished. Bring them. One sealed bottle of water. It sucks that you can only bring one, but that's pretty much it. I think you can get away with at least 2 or 3. It really depends, but if not, just have you and your friends just bring a bottle of water per person. That way you have a lot of bottled water. Obviously a camera. It's your cell phone, an actual camera, a little photography camera, Canon, whatever you want to do. I've seen people use the selfie sticks for their GoPros, and that's freaking awesome. If you do want to get autographs and all that, bring a Sharpie, your own Sharpie. It's a little inconvenient for the bandmates to just try and find their own Sharpie. Even though they do have them, it's still a little inconvenient. If you bring your own Sharpie, you're doing them a favor. Oh, fully charged cell phone, yeah. And even more so to expand on that, because I've experienced it before, if you have it, or if one of your friends has it, bring a portable charger. I have one. I'm sorry, I get up again. This little bad boy right here. Charge this the night before, and then bring it with you. You leave this and your phone, like you plug your phone in while this is in your backpack, and you charge it for an hour. Boom, your phone is back, and this actually is good for 8 hours of charging. That's pretty crazy. So you get one of these. They're not that expensive. Even like the crappy ones are not that expensive, but they're still pretty good. Portable chargers will save your phone so you can take more pictures and more videos. Okay, what else? Oh, shoes, yeah. I've seen a lot of people bring flip-flops, sandals. Me personally, I always have a pair of boots. They're steel-toed. That way when people step on my feet, and trust me, people will step on feet, it's a big crowd. But when people step on my feet, you know, it doesn't hurt, they can still have fun, and they're durable, and they're made for rough activity. But people also like to bring sneakers, running shoes, shoes people usually wear when they're weightlifting or they're exercising. You can also just bring, you know, Vans or Converse or anything that you find more comfortable in your feet, but personally do not do sandals or flip-flops. They will break easily, you'll lose them, and when people find a lot of shoes, They throw them in the air into the crowd. You'll never see it again. And a hat. I'm sorry, I gotta get up again. But I do have a large straw hat. This will cover most of my shoulders and neck without sunscreen, but it's still pretty fun to have. You can even bring like a visor or, like a visor or a baseball cap or anything like that. As long as something is covering your head from being sunburned. So yeah. What you can't bring to the show: chains. Any chains, like wallet chains or just actual chains in general that may hurt people. And unfortunately, people do like to hurt other people in pits. So try to not bring chains. Alcohol. Don't bring your own alcohol in. That's stupid. They have stuff on sale. Yeah, it costs money, but also don't be stupid. Try and bring your own stuff in. They will check your bags. It says recording devices, and I think that what they mean is buy audio recording devices so you don't bootleg the music. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Firearms, weapons, knives, and any illegal substances. That's also self-explanatory. Don't do it. It's stupid, and just please don't. What else? Okay. Oh, very important. When you're going to the show, for the love of God, do not buy any tickets, any backstage passes, VIP wristbands, guest passes, or any other passes that would be sold online or at the guest, or not at the guest, the box office, on the parking lot. There are people there that will try to stop you and offer you these tickets. Do not fall for them. They are counterfeit. They are fake. They will not get you in. You'll just be wasting money if you actually do engage these people in conversation and they try to sell you these fake tickets. Just don't do it. Just go straight to Warped Tour. Don't even pay them any attention. And when you get in, there is a huge inflatable schedule. Yeah, it's a giant inflatable schedule that tells you when and who is playing at what time. And it's pretty useful at times. You also get a little like map with a little legend and a little schedule as well. So if you're not near the giant inflatable schedule, you can just check your schedule and you're like, oh, look at that. This and that's playing. So be sure, if you have any questions on that, be sure to check that. And yeah, during the summer, you're gonna get dehydrated. How do you stay hydrated? Warped Tour does have Cool Gear hydration stations. Warp will be providing free filtered water at the Cool Gear water hydration systems in each Warped Tour stop this summer. Fans can fill up empty water bottles, soda cups, or purchase reusable water bottle, all of which can be filled up as much as needed throughout the day. And yes, fans are allowed to bring one sealed water bottle when they enter the show that they can continuously fill up at the station. Look for the water banner in the festival grounds for the filtration stations. And if you can't find those, there are low price water. So you can just keep hydrated. There are shaded areas for the venues, and remember to pace yourself throughout the day. Just go under a tent, chill out. You know, some people, when they're first time, they get a little excited and they just go ham. But do be sure to just take a break. If everybody's not used to constantly running around a giant park or a fairground, and you're not used to the sun beating down on you the entire time, or even, I've seen even people who aren't used to drinking water, which is baffling to me. So, yeah. There are misting stations. What are misting stations? There's a giant tent where they have these little sprinklers and they shoot mists of water. You can just sit there, hydrate yourself, act like a little bird in a bird bath. Occasionally they do have, it depends on each stop, they have slip and slides. And yeah, the name says it for itself. You get in line, you slip through the slide and all that, the giant inflatable slip and slide. You kind of hydrate yourself, you still have fun, but you're drenched and you're covered in water, so that way you have at least less of a chance to be dehydrated than the next person. And food they have there. They have food vendors and concessions. Some are a little pricey, others are not. Some are good, some are not. But still, bring money. That's another thing. Bring money. If you plan on buying food, water, alcohol if you're old enough, or any merch or whatsoever, plan ahead, bring money. But yeah, That's for hydration and food. And clothing wise, light clothing, very light clothing. I've seen people come in swimming trunks, bikinis. Um, it makes sense. It's a summer and there's missing areas or slip and slide. But also, if you're coming in normal clothes, like I said, the boots or exercise shoes, shorts are usually the best. You can do either gym shorts or actual shorts with zippers or pockets that hold your stuff securely if you don't have a backpack. Um, and then a light shirt or whatever shirt you want. Or, even better, a shirt you don't mind getting sweaty, damp, and nasty in. A shirt you're like, this shirt's been me for too long, it's time to retire it the best way possible. There are also band signings if you want to check your favorite band. Visit the Sponsor Plus vendor area to mark down times for signings and such. And get there early because lines get long. What if I need medical assistance? I've seen people get busted open. I've seen people, get concussions, faint in the mosh areas. There's always a medical team. There's always an ambulance. There is first aid flag located at the medic station. They're always around. They're around the perimeters if you need to go somewhere. And they will assist you immediately. It's their job. Another thing, where do I get free stuff? One of the hallmarks of Warped Tour is that many sponsors and nonprofits offer freebies by coming in and spinning a wheel, playing some games, or just saying hi. It's that simple. Socializing gets you free stuff. There's also something called a reverse daycare for parents. The ultimate perk for parents, the reverse daycare tent, is an air-conditioned chill zone for parents who escort their teens to the concert but crave a break from the heat and music. Here, parents can relax and enjoy a cool beverage and interact with some of the family-friendly products in the tent, but it closes at 6 p.m., so yeah. Drop-off area. Most venues have a designated drop-off area in front of the venue for drop-offs and pickups. It's usually just at the front of the entrance, like a cul-de-sac or a street. They plan these ahead of time so they know what to do. And that's about it for the Warped Tour's side of what to do and not to do. For me personally, just have fun. Don't worry what other people think. Don't worry what happens. I mean, if something happens, it happens. There are times where there's muddy tracks, there's muddy grounds, and it's a little inconvenient, but I still made the best of it. If you didn't see your favorite band, don't worry about that either. There's always next year. Just have fun in general. If this is your first time, make it the best time ever. And it may be a little intimidating. There's a lot of people there, and there's a lot of people who know what to do, and they know when to go into the pit. They know when to, rock out. They know when to headbang. They know when to do all the stuff. Just have fun. It's whatever. There are obnoxious people like crowd surfers. You'll experience that, whether they're teenage girls or oversized men trying to get through. Just try to have fun. Push, crowd surf them into the front, or just get out of the way, because if they do it repeatedly, you know when they're going over. But this is Ian Brody Stewart with Everyday with Ian, and the little Warped Tour tips and survival guide. But I'll definitely be going to Warped Tour at St. Pete, so I hope to see some of you guys there. For those of you who are about to go to their first Warped Tour and other states and cities, have fun, be safe, stay hydrated, put sunblock on. It's Everyday with Ian. Once again, it's every day, so deal with it. I'll see you guys later.